Hey guys, I'm LDP and I recently made the Steven Universe dress for my friend Kate, and today I'm going to show you how to make one too. I also made her a full set of cat finger puppets so that she could turn her fingers into cats, just like Steven. This is so simple to make, and it would make a really cute Halloween costume or cosplay. I hope you enjoy this DIY! To make your Steven Universe dress, you'll need a red t-shirt, red tulle fabric, stretchy blue fabric, gold fabric, some fabric interfacing, a gem or button, thread in coordinating colors, basic sewing supplies such as pins, needles and scissors, and a sewing machine. Start by measuring how long you want your shirt to be and where you want your skirt to start. Also mark out where you want your cutout to be if you want to include one. Plan where you want to place your star as well and mark it with a tailor's pen or tacking stitches. Cut off the bottom of the shirt at the point you marked, leaving room for your seam allowance, and cut out the cutout area as well. Make sure to leave seam allowance or the cutout will be larger than you actually planned. Cut out the shape you just cut from the t-shirt on a piece of the tulle, making sure to add the same seam allowance you left on the original cutout area. Pin the tulle to the cutout area with the right sides together. It may look like the curves are going in opposite directions, but after sewing it, it will lie flat. Sew along the curve using your sewing machine. I put some thin paper under the fabric while I was sewing, as the fabric was very soft and this helped to keep it lying flat. Tack the seam allowance down back under the t-shirt fabric so that it is hidden by the t-shirt, and then sew it down. Carefully unpick the tacking when you're done. Next, cut out a star shape from your fabric interfacing and iron it onto your gold fabric. After ironing on the star, trim down the edges of the gold fabric and then tack the edges down underneath the interfacing so there are no raw edges showing. Tack the star onto your shirt and then sew it down. Next, measure the size of the bottom of the shirt by lying it flat and then doubling the measurement along the bottom. You will need to divide this measurement by 6.28. Fold your skirt fabric in half and then in half again. From the corner with no openings, measure the previous measurement divided by 6.2. Subtract a seam allowance from this and mark the distance measured from the corner at every point to create a semicircle. Decide how long you want your skirt to be and measure this distance from the semicircle you've made, adding about 2 centimeters for a hem. Mark this distance all the way around, just like you did before, to create another larger semicircle. Cut along the 2 semicircles you have drawn to create your skirt. You should now have a big donut-shaped piece of fabric. Pin the small inner circle of the skirt to the bottom of the t-shirt with the right sides facing. Sew the top and skirt together with a sewing machine, and then trim the remaining threads. Next, fold back the seam allowance and tack it down, then sew it down using a sewing machine and trim off the remaining threads. Mark a hem of about 2 centimeters around the bottom of the skirt, and then fold in the hem along this line and tack it into place. Then sew it down and remove the tacking. Finally, stitch your gem or button into the center of your cutout, and your Steven Universe dress is complete.
I just turned all my fingers into cats!
To make your cat finger puppets, trace your finger onto some felt, leave a small space all the way around your finger, and then cut out 2 of these shapes. Sew on 2 black beads for eyes and a small tongue or mouth onto one of these pieces. Cut out 2 tiny triangles for ears and glue them onto the front piece with their points facing downwards. Place the back piece onto the front piece with their right sides together and then stitch them together. Finally, turn your finger puppet right side out and then trim down the ears if necessary. Make 10 of these for a full set.